Dun 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 dun. So hi, I'm Pat, and I worked in TP for 29 years in the School of Design and in the Corporate Communications Department.
I'm Owen. I've worked in TP for 3 years, and I'm a graduating student from veterinary technology. That's not a good sign.
So the first question is, what is Pat's favourite food in TP?
In TP,
In TP. Whoa.
Wow. Oh, I know. Man, I think so bad.
Dun, dun, dun. Get it right or else.
Confirm gotten it right.
Western food stall at Design Canteen. Anything on the menu there.
You get it right.
Western food from DES.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Oh, not bad, you.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is your favorite chill out spot?
Okay, I know already, but I've never mentioned it to you before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there are some things you haven't told me?
No, it's a normal spot. I just don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it.
Yeah. It's a normal spot.
Okay. Okay, I know. Ha ha ha. Okay, you say.
Pixel Garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's
Oh, heck, sorry. A
sounds
library.
good.
Look, obviously I go for places with aircon.
I can understand.
Okay, sorry. What do you do in the Pixel Garden?
I just sit there before all my classes with like some of my classmates.
Okay, obviously I don't know my son very well. Oops, sorry. You've seen me do this.
You can't say this. I have so many things I've seen you do.
Oh, whoops. At home.
Okay.
Okay. My answer is I like playing my games on my mobile phone, and watching TV, Netflix.
I wrote watering her plants.
Oh my god!
You're so obsessed with them what recently?
I'm obsessed with them. I have to keep these babies alive.
Exactly. More stress than relaxing.
Okay. But you know, my phone is always on me, and then, you know.
Well, you're always on like Japan blogs or something.
That is also true. Okay. You tell them. I know what it is. I'm damn sure.
I think there's two things you could have written. I'm gonna say sleeping or playing the guitar.
Oh,
Okay.
see? Yes.
Can we pan to like the plants and the guitar?
Oh no.
He's actually pretty good at the
No,
guitar.
maybe not say this.
Oh god,
The
yes.
plants and
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna say an answer which you hate.
I'll hate the answer.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Okay,
No.
don't.
I'm just gonna be more succinct about it.
On a phone or tablet.
Is somebody talking? It's my phone. Okay, I know what it is. Okay.
One of my pet peeves is the way I would describe my TP journey. It's definitely not one that is smooth sailing, because I joined in 2020 when it was literally the start of COVID. So I joined right in the very peak, and I didn't have a proper orientation. So I went into the next 3 years of my life, supposedly like the most sociable, outgoing part of my life, or at least part of my education. And I went into it not knowing any of my peers, any of my classmates. For a solid 2 to 3 months, I couldn't even put a face to any of the voices I was hearing in class. But after that, when the restrictions started to ease up, things got a bit easier. I was going to like more practical classes, and because I'm in veterinary technology, there's a lot of hands-on experience which you use in the course. So I was able to enjoy what I was actually learning, and I was able to put what I was learning to use. And from there, I think also with the help of certain co-curricular activities, it was a good way to like branch out and meet other people from the school. because I was from Community Service Club, I was able to take part in multiple projects, and from there I met people in all the other P10 clubs, and life got brighter in a sense in my second year, more interesting. And as it got to my third year, I was very swamped with my internship. For a solid 6 months, there was only internship on my mind. I couldn't really do anything else. But I'll say as a whole, my TP journey has been fruitful. I've definitely learned a lot, had a lot of hardships, but I've also gained a lot of new experiences and friendships which I think will last for a long time.
Wow, 29 years as a whole in TP. So it's been quite a journey, because I started in corporate comms, and then for 7 years I was here. I was doing media and so on, and then after that I went into School of Design for a good 20 over years, and now I'm back in corporate comms. It's been very exciting, and I think I'm so privileged to see TP through so many changes, right? TP is about what, more than 30 over years, 32, 33 years old, and I've been here 29, so I've been here since the beginning, and such a privilege actually for me to be here for so long and now see both my sons, in fact, through TP. And TP really has been this part of my life. I mean, my sister went to TP, my brother-in-law taught at TP, my nieces went to TP, both my sons went TP. So I've grown, you know, as a parent and as an employee here in TP. It's really paralleled my life, and I can't imagine really life without it.
Okay, I don't think I've told you this before. So when we first started our LEAP lessons, everything was all online in my first year, and this was, I think, maybe only my second or third LEAP lesson. And at that point in time, no one would turn on their cameras before class started, or cameras would just always be off on MS Teams. So before the class started, I got in maybe five minutes early, and I was scrolling through TikTok, as you do, and there was like this sound playing, which was the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song, with, like, you know, the very catchy one. So I was humming it to myself, like, just because I was on my phone, I was humming it to myself. Then I heard out of the corner of my ear the teacher in my class say, "Oh, whose humming is that? Why is someone humming?" Then I looked at my microphone and I saw it like vibrating, and the first thing that went through my head was, how am I gonna ever lift this down? So I mean, I turned on my microphone immediately and I left the call. So if people check through the list of people inside the call, they wouldn't see my name. And I joined back maybe 1-2 minutes later and pretended like nothing ever happened, but it still haunts me to this day.
Oh boy, okay, yeah, you didn't tell me this,
yeah.
But I so identify, because, you know, we all use Teams too, and yeah, it's a familiar mistake to make. I mean, I've left my mic on accidentally, and then, you know, calling people from the back, and it's all these little disturbances, but that's shaped our life for the last 3 years. Jala, you.
It's embarrassing.
No, yeah, it is.
I guess
Especially
now
when
they
you're
know
new
it's
lah.
Funnily enough, it wasn't actually in TP itself. I had the opportunity to be part of the pre-U seminar, and so that's a little event in which all the JCs and polytechnics send a few of their students and will come together to discuss the current global state. And through that experience, I managed to meet a lot of very good friends, and hearing like the opinions of people from the youth from all over Singapore was very enlightening, and it helped me to learn a lot more about both like interpersonal relationships as well as the current political state of Singapore.
Yeah, I remember you enjoyed yourself greatly, right? And it's one of those things which I'm so glad lah. I mean, as a mum, speaking as a mum, right, and not as an employee of TP, it's good to see that TP gives all these different opportunities to, you know, students who are coming in here. And because he was on the LEAD program, so things like that came his way, and I think he really benefited a lot. He really grew a lot from there, and being able to hear those diverse views were great lah. Great in helping him see differently. These guys don't read newspapers, right? So what better way than to hear it from peers and, you know, other people. Yeah.
Okay, so same question, your
To
best
me?
memory.
My best memory in TP. Wow. Gosh, there's so many. I guess it would be okay, again, it's not something that took place in TP, and I know it's going to sound very strange, but it's probably my dad's funeral. right? My father passed away just before COVID hit in 2020. And I was never more moved than to see so many of my colleagues from corporate comms, from the School of Design, principal and all, coming to my father's wake. And the amount of support that I got from there it truly exemplifies to me, what I think TP is, right? This place that really cares for its people. And so I know it's such a weird thing, right? My father's funeral, but it was there that I really felt the TP spirit and that whole community spirit. And that's what sums up TP for me in the last 29 years. Yeah.
I mean, graduation is definitely a big hurdle. It's a bit hard to fathom that I'm finally stepping into adulthood. But I guess now I just have to wait until my national service starts. About us doing it on the same day, I think it's meaningful because I finally get a break from studying. My mother finally gets a break from working for the past 29 years. And I think she deserves it also.
I think for me, my other son graduated from TP 2 years ago. And now it's his turn. And he's honestly the last of my kids to come through TP. Right, my younger daughter, is in SP. Don't put that in. But yeah, it's been a good run. And I think it's bittersweet to be there, as my son says goodbye to TP, and I'm there to say goodbye at the same time, right? And I'm saying goodbye to 29 years of memories and experiences, and of course, but never goodbye to my friendship. So I know that goes on, but still, it's a nice little, I wouldn't even say full stop, it's just a semicolon, because life goes on, even after retirement. And I've always said TP will always be there for me, and I will always be there for TP. So it's not goodbye, it's just a see you later. My favorite thing about him is that he is very patient, and he's very tolerant. Sometimes not to his little sister, but I have seen him, with my mom, and this guy's in the CSC club where he worked a lot with the elderly, and I know from experience that he's got this patience in working with people and seeing things through. So that's something that I really appreciate about him. He is what I call a very 懂事, very thoughtful kid, and he's been that way since he was a toddler. Right, very, very special to me. Yeah, I mean, this is maybe you guys don't have to put this on, but I knew he was going to be him, and I think I shared this with you, right? Before he was born, I knew it was going to be a boy, and I knew it was. It just sounds so weird, but it's almost like we connected, on that level even before he was born. So yes, he's always been so special to me. I don't like to play favorites among my kids, but this boy has a very special place in my heart.
I'll say my favorite thing about you would be how strong-willed you are.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So, especially in times of distress, or I know you like to say you panic very easily. Whenever cooking, you get very...
Yeah, you see me there, right?
Yeah.
Owen,
it's like becoming a tyrant. But it's more so when it's actual times of distress, when you know that people around you need it most. So you but you're able to be there and be their support for them. And you may not agree with this yourself, but I've seen you do it, especially like you mentioned just now, at Granddad's funeral. I could see how you are trying, or you were doing your best for both Mama and all our siblings. And even though it was something definitely very emotional for you, you still maintained your composure because you wanted to be someone who people could rely on. And that's something I really admire about you.
Thank you. I didn't know that. Surprise, surprise. Wow. Yeah, strong-willed. I guess strong-willed is... yeah, but that is me. I mean, I can be very much of a perfectionist too, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. That's a pain, right?
When cooking.
When cooking. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awkward. Okay. Thank you.
I won't look at you.
Oh, okay, sure. Thank you, Mom, for always supporting me throughout the good and the bad, and for always instilling confidence within me. Everything I've done, you've always believed in me, and I've always held that close to my heart. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, son. Thank you so much for being my son. Wow. I would say, you know when you were small, I said you're one day going to be Prime Minister of Singapore, right? That's a little inside joke, but I it's not pressure, and it's not expectations, but it is what I see in you, the possibilities. And I've always believed that you can be anyone that you want to be. You know, you can go as high or as far as you want, and you are certainly capable of that. You should never lose your caring, patient nature, right? It's something that I so deeply appreciate about you. Always giving. As I said, thanks for being my son for these 19, 20 years already, and the future is so unknown, but I'm so confident that you'll ace it in your own way. Happy graduation.